Yeah. So South Pole was founded 17 years ago, and we are the leading developer of projects that reduce, avoid, and remove emissions globally. We help our clients address their climate change challenges, reduce their emissions in the operations and supply chains. So globally, we are a team of around 1,200 penguins. So here at South Pole, we call the staff penguins. And these penguins are made up of sustainability advisors, scientists, engineers, who are the leading experts in their fields. So we support project developers in the climate action space to access the carbon market and generate carbon revenue from their activities. We have supported over 1,000 projects in renewable energy, clean water access, improved cook stoves, forestry, regenerative agriculture, sustainable transport, waste management, among other types of projects and technologies. Yes, we have tons of success stories that I find very inspiring. But to start on a broader context, we have supported projects that have reduced or avoided over 210 million metric tons of CO2. So, for context, this is around 2.5 times more than the annual emissions of Nigeria. And of interest to the Enlit event specifically, the renewable energy projects that we have supported have generated roughly 24 million megawatt hours of renewable energy. Again, for context, this is nearly 7 times the annual energy consumed in Uganda. As water is one of the main themes of this year's Enlit event, we have a project that has been running in three African countries of Kenya, Malawi, and Uganda, whose main aim is increasing access to safe drinking water to the populations and also to reduce or avoid emissions. To date, over 2 million people have benefited from the project by getting access to clean drinking water. 14 million tons of CO2 have been avoided over the 21 years that the project has been running. And on a more community based or local context, 800 jobs have been created as a result of this project. Um, so the communities where this project has been implemented will continue to see the benefits of the initiatives many years to come, thanks to this project being implemented in their local communities. Southport also helped launch the DREX initiative. So this initiative is aimed at connecting additional revenue streams to the distributed renewable energy market all across the world. It's also aimed at providing an essential boost to allow the increase in distributed renewable energy technology in energy poor communities. So, some of our implementation partners in these DX initiatives are companies that you might already know about, such as Power Africa and Okra Solar. So we are active all across the continent, implementing or supporting projects that are being implemented in several African countries. So we have developed around 100 projects all across the continent in different countries. An example is a cook stove project in Burkina Faso that is using locally available materials to produce the cook stoves in which the households in the community use to avoid to reduce the emissions thanks to the use of firewood. We also have a very innovative solar home lighting project in Malawi that is giving energy access to thousands of off-grid households in the country. Another project that we have is a biogas project in Egypt that is transforming animal waste into energy. And also, there's some very nice nature-based solutions projects that are being developed in Mozambique. So we work with a broad range of partners to deliver meaningful local and global impacts. Some of these partners are companies that perhaps you're going to have heard of, such as Serengeti Energy, who we're working with in Africa, African Parks, we're also working with them in Africa. We also work with landowners on the continent, local non-governmental organizations, and community-based organizations working and supporting local communities. So our message is very simple. It is how renewable energy project developers can leverage carbon revenue to advance clean and renewable energy access on the continent, and especially to the energy poor populations. So we are faced with a very grim reality that 57% of the population on the continent don't have access to electricity. So this is a very damning situation that we feel needs to be addressed. Yeah, so we're super excited to meet and interact with project developers working on the continent. We'd like to hear the experiences on working on the continent and discussing ways we can advance renewable energy access to the populations. While Africa is the least responsible for climate change, it is widely acknowledged that it's most heavily at risk. Yet, what is less spoken about is that the region is bubbling with energy, innovation, and talent to create and implement the solutions to the climate crisis that are needed worldwide, and especially in terms of energy access. There are so many organizations ready to seize this opportunity on the continent, and we're so excited to be here, find local experts and organizations to collaborate with on the continent. Yeah. So, from my experience working in the carbon market in Africa, I am confident that the work that is being done here will be integral in ensuring that we limit the global temperature rise to below the 1.5 degrees Celsius target. I believe that renewable energy and energy efficiency projects in Africa should and will play a role in this. Thank you.